So I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was going to wake up one day and then this whole thing is going to be a prank. I thought we are all going to wake up one day and then the CEO of Swag Nation is going to say the news about his death or the death news circulating around is a prank. But unfortunately, it isn't. So today, the 17th of May, Nollywood actor Jrn Pope has finally been laid to rest. And from the videos and then the pictures that has been circulating online, this is one of the saddest things I have ever seen. His sons, especially his first son, that young man or that young boy, couldn't control his tears at his dad's burial. This is very sad. This is a very sad moment. This is one death that has pained fans of Nollywood movie. Globally, both locally and then globally, because this death doesn't make sense. This could have been prevented. This death could have been easily prevented. A man went out to look for something for his family to feed on, to look for money so that his family can feed with it. And now he has ended up in a casket. This is one of the most saddest story I have ever come across or I have ever seen. Jrn Pope's death is one of the death it's a preventable death. Like I keep saying, it's a preventable death. First of all, a life jacket could have saved it. Secondly, I learned he can easily swim, and then there was a video of him even showing people how to hold their breath underwater for a long time. So what really happened at that point? To date, nobody's telling us anything. All that we know is that he drowned. He drowned while he was going to film a shoot. The producer of the movie, Adama Luke, is currently free, just walking around. Nothing, no justice has been merited to these people, to these 5 people that sadly lost their lives. Jrn Pope's death, honestly, is a very painful one. I'm not going to lie. This man was very dedicated to his work, to a point in time that we heard that Nollywood producers had blacklisted him. And then he only got this job because Adama was his friend. That is the producer, Adama Luke was his friend. That was how come he only got this job, because a lot of producers had blacklisted him for reasons best known to them. He even 9 hours before his death, he made a video whilst on the sea begging the captain of the boat or whatever to slow down because he has 3 children that he's going to raise. Then 9 hours later, after he posted the video, all that we hear is that Jrn Pope has sadly passed away. This is very sad. I am not going to lie. Anybody that come across these videos and then these pictures are going to shed a tear. This death is a preventable one. The producer of that movie is also making things worse by she's going around blaming people. Now she's blaming one guy known as TC Virus for this whole thing, just because the guy was seen on the boat ringing a bell, and according to some native of that town whereby this incident happened, the guy ringing the bell awoken the spirits, the marine spirits in the sea, thereby doing whatever they did to make sure the boat capsided and then people lost their life. But the funny thing was that a lot of people witnessed or were witnesses to the fact that Jrn Pope saved some people in the water. He saved some people to the extent that he was even asking if everybody was out alive. The next minute, they even threw a rope, a gallon tied with a rope to him so that they can pull him to safety. The next minute, what they realized was that this man was nowhere to be found. So people are attributing it to the fact that maybe something happened in that water. Maybe he was allegedly killed in that water. And then they are making it look like he drowned. When he was brought out of that water, after a couple of, minutes, he was pronounced alive. He was taken to the hospital, whereby he was taken straight to the morgue. Straight to the morgue, because they felt he was dead and there was no need for him to go to the hospital. That was their first mistake. He was taken straight to the morgue, and then the coroner there was like, no, this man is still alive. Take him back. And instead of taking him to the hospital so that CPS or anything, CP, whatever, can be performed on him, They took him back to the shrine because the native of that town was like, they had to take him back to a shrine there so that the fetish spirits there can perform a ritual for him before he can be taken back to the hospital. Come on. All these things contributed to him losing his life. All these things contributed to him losing his life. I am sad. I am not going to lie. I am very sad at this point because if you look at the videos making round, the pictures and everything, these kids are heartbroken. They are crying. They are crying. I'm even wondering how this producer is even feeling at this point. Is she happy? Is she happy now? Is she happy now? This is a preventable death. This is a man who went out to look for something for his family to eat. And now look at this. Is she happy now? She's going around replying comments that are trolling her. I think the family of these 5 people, the makeup artist, the sound guy, everybody should just sue her because this is a preventable death. Like I keep saying, a life jacket could have prevented this. She came out to say that she gave Jrn Pope a life jacket and then Jrn Pope rejected it because it was dirty. But then the survivors of this incident claim there was nothing like that. Nobody provided them with the life jacket. Do you think they wouldn't have taken it? Do you think JP wouldn't have taken this life jacket even though it was dirty? How many minutes is he going to be on that sea? How many minutes? Is this something he's going to wear it as a fashion? Is this something he's going to take home? No. So you saying that JP rejected this life jacket because it wasn't up to his standard and it was dirty, it doesn't make sense. I am sorry, Adama, look, it doesn't make sense. You came out, you came out to do a live video with your hair looking bad. We know you people. We know how you seek sympathy from the public. But then what you don't realize at this point is that this is a man. This is a family man. These kids have lost their dad. Who is going to raise them now? Who is going to give them that fatherly love that they need? Who is going to raise them now? These kids have to live with this scar for the rest of their life. This is a preventable death. This thing, Nollywood movie producers or this AGN, Actors Guild of Nigeria, they need to step up and then make sure that this producer pays for whatever she had done. 5 people. This is not something to be taken lightly. I am sorry. I learned she's a nursing mother, but this is not something to be taken lightly. This is 5 people. 5 people who lost their life that day. All for what? Just because they are going to shoot a movie in Asaba. In Asaba. Why? Is that the only location they can shoot that movie at? If you call yourself a producer, why not produce things that are going to make your crew feel safe? Why? This death could have been prevented. Just a life jacket. How stingy can a producer be to the extent that you don't provide life jackets for your people? So what if CC virus rang that bell? And so what? What about you not providing life jackets for them? I learned if you go to their sets, there's no ambulance, there's nothing. Imagine if there was an ambulance around that could carry JP at that point when he was brought out. I mean, those 5 people, when they were brought out, straight to the hospital. I am sure by now, JP would have been a survivor, or anyone from that 5 people could have been a survivor. I learned 2 people are even in the water still, whose body have not been found. This is very sad. I don't know about you, but I am sad at this point.